Good morning, guys, or afternoon if you're catching the 5 for 5 after work. Most of you guys know that fitness is a big part of my life. One really important piece of my gym equipment that always is in my bag every single time I go is this little bitty box right here. It's my earbuds. These things are a lifesaver, and you'll see people with them all over the gym, right? It's a pretty common thing. Earbuds help you focus on the workout that you're going through and then not getting distracted with all the other noise that happens in the gym. It helps you tune out things like clanking plates and machines making noises and weird noises from other people and random conversations. And on a positive side, it also allows you to play music that's going to help you get excited about the lift or the workout that you're doing, or maybe the distance that you're trying to reach if you're on a run or something like that. If I show up to the gym and I've left my earbuds in the truck or at home or something, man, sometimes I have a hard time focusing on the workout that I'm going through. As I was at the Y this morning, I actually had my earbuds in and I was thinking about how they help me tune out things that I didn't want to hear. And for some strange reason, Jonah came to mind from the Bible. I know it sounds weird, but the Holy Spirit has his own time and his own purpose to everything, right? Jonah was a prophet. You guys know that. He was a mouthpiece for God for the people. And when Jonah was called to take a message from God to the town of Nineveh, dude, he took off. He ran the other way, actually sailed the other way completely. Now, I know they didn't have earbuds back in the 700s BC, but I kind of imagine Jonah having that same kind of disconnect going on. When I read Jonah 1, 4 through 5, it says, "But the Lord hurled a great wind upon the sea, and there was a mighty tempest on the sea, so that the ship threatened to break up. And then the mariners were afraid, and each cried out to his God, and they hurled the cargo that was in the ship into the sea to lighten it for them. But," here's the part, "Jonah had gone down into the inner part of the ship and had laid down and was fast asleep." Now, this storm, man, it was threatening to sink the ship. It was tearing it apart. They were throwing everything overboard. And Jonah, he was down in the bottom of the ship with his earbuds in, right? Ignoring the call of God and ignoring the danger that he was in at the moment. It took the captain of the ship going down to wake Jonah up to get him to plug back into the situation that he was facing. Jonah knew that he was disobeying God. There was not a question there. But instead of dealing with it, he put the earbuds in and he hid. Now, in life, guys, we don't need actual earbuds in our ears to avoid what God is calling us to do. We can plug our ears to God's call just fine with our own attitude. We can do that with busyness. We can do that with sports. We can do that with pretty much a million other good things. But we have to ask ourselves, what are we missing out on when we do that, when we plug our ears to God's call? We're missing out on opportunities to proclaim Jesus to a lost world, guys. We're missing out on opportunities to show compassion to hurting people. Those are things that we're missing out on. And we're possibly even missing out on opportunities for growth that God has placed in our paths along the way. My earbuds help me focus at the gym by drowning out the distractions. But if I try to drive home with these things in, man, it's going to be a dangerous situation, right? It's actually pretty dangerous. I might miss a siren that's coming up from behind me or some other hazard or someone that I'm getting close to as I'm backing out of the parking spot. The same is true in life. We need to be sure that we aren't tuning out God's call with other things. Jonah tried and ended up in this huge storm that actually landed him in a fish, if you remember the story. So let's learn from Jonah's example. We can avoid those storms in our lives when we listen to God. Instead, let's tune in to what God is showing us today. Guys, have a great day, and we will see you all real soon.